Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today, a Love Nikki YouTuber named Say inspired me to create this video. She posted a video yesterday or the day before. Basically she posted it before me for those who are not watching this day, because nobody watches me. Basically, she posted a video of making Danganronpa V3 characters, so I decided that I would make some of the characters that she made, but also make some that she has not made. So keep in mind, these are pre-established designs because I have made them before, but some of these are just shots in the dark because I'm not looking at a reference material. I'm just doing these from memories. I have most of them in my diary on the Starry Corridor, so when we're finished, we can take a look at those. So first, we are going to do Kaire Akamatsu, the quote-unquote fake-out protagonist of Danganronpa V3. So, I know when it first came out, I was super excited for a female protagonist. But then when the whole thing with Rentaro in the first chapter, okay, if you're watching this, you're gonna get spoiled. So I don't have the editing skills to put a disclaimer. But yes, after it came out that she quote-unquote killed Rantaro, she's executed and Shuichi Saihara becomes the new protagonist. I think that was a good twist, but if it had been the other way around, that would have made me very happy. So you would have a female protagonist for once, just because it does feel a little bit basic, having a male protagonist in all of the games. But then again, that's just me. I really like, since she's the ultimate pianist, I like how there's a shirt that has piano keys on it. Given, I know this isn't exactly her shirt per se, but I think her design would have been better if she had piano keys on her cuffs instead of music notes on her skirt. But that's just me anyways. And so, yeah. And personally, I like her design. I really loved Kaede, and I was very sad when she died. Or was executed unjustly, per se, but yes. Now for the shoes. As much as I love, Danganronpa characters, so they have just the weirdest shoes that don't match. But yes, and now it's time for her little musical hairpins. I am super glad that, they actually have these. It was a little bit of a surprise. And it's also a surprise that they are actually extremely top scoring, but yes, they're, perfect for Kaede. And now since this doesn't have, the orangey red tie that she does, I am actually going to put a separate tie on over the tie I already have. And that would be this one, which is available in the shop for diamonds. And now, the extremely important part of her design, if you have played the game, you would know why, is her cute little backpack. And now, just for a cute little makeup that suits her, would be the one from the Disney collab event. So yes, this is my design for Kaire Akamatsu, the ultimate piano player, and probably one of my favorite protagonists. And now for the second character, who is almost, she's extremely important to the story, Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer, also known as the ultimate mastermind. Personally, I prefer her over Junko just because, she was, you could kind of suspect, even without, playing the game beforehand, that Junko wasn't really Junko, and it was, Junko is still alive in the mastermind, just because of clues that were dropped, but then again, I don't know. That might have just been me. But, yes, the hair that I'm going to use is the hair from Stars and Wish Bottle. It is the closest thing to her canon hair that I have, and it's pretty good, I guess. And now the bottom, I use the skirt for Time Idol, which I believe would be under the preppy tag. Okay, I'll just do this one. Because it has, the button waist piece thing that Tsumugi has on her skirt in the game. And now for the coat, there are two coats I would use, which could be short coat blue, but the one I like better, just because, I don't know, I just like it a bit better, is the Famous Lady Rare, the the first evolution of the coat for Socialite. And for her shirt, I originally used the shirt from Live Report, but it covered up the buttons, so I actually use a shirt that kind of is different from the one she wears, but you'll see why it works better in just a moment if I can scroll down far enough to find it, because, yes, it's a bit far down. So yes, actually, it's not like her shirt at all. It doesn't even have buttons, but for her tie, she has an orange tie. This is perfect. This was from a free Easter suit, I believe. And yes, and then for her glasses, I just use the basic office tagged glasses, called the common glasses. And originally I used common glasses blue, but then I realized her glasses in the game are silvery black, so that is why I decided to use the silver ones now. Now her stockings, I don't want to have to scroll through to find a pair of, no, not those. I don't want to scroll through to, like, find a pair of, like, short-ish black stockings, but, like, actually, personally, I don't know. My designs are a bit stylized, like, you can probably tell who the characters are if you've played the game, but they're not exactly accurate. Plus, it's hard to find the correct socks. And now for her shoes, just find something rather plain and ordinary, because she has very ordinary, like, plain bluish gray. I think they look kind of like loafers. They're like coyotes, but just color swapped. So I think these should work. And now for a makeup. And I think this would probably work. And here is Samugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer character. Yes. Okay. Now, for probably the second or third most important female character, actually I think Kaede's the third most, basically very important female character, would be Maki Harakawa. She is originally introduced as the ultimate child caregiver, but is very kind of mysterious and sullen, but then it comes out at the end of Chapter 2 or beginning of Chapter 3, I don't remember, I think it's after Chapter 2. But, it comes out that she is not, in fact, the ultimate child caregiver, but the ultimate assassin instead. Which is a shock, but also not really. And so, yes. I really like Maki. I didn't like her at first, but she really grew on me. And just the part with her being willing to sacrifice her and everyone else for Kaido to escape. Because, like, I think it's so cute how she was in love with him, and I think it's so sad about what happened in Chapter 5. I don't want to spoil exactly what happens, but it is a very confusing case, and I admit that I had some trouble with it, but it made me really like Kokichi a lot more. Though I don't think I will be making Kokichi in this video. In fact, I think I will only be making one male character, and you will find that out soon enough. Stumbling over my words. And then for Maki, I don't remember how I made the little, like, collar for her shirt. As I said, it's been a while since I have made the characters, and I don't really have reference for it. So I just need a little, like, oh, I think this would work. Yes, okay. And now for the hair, I use a hair that is from Gentle Tuna, and it looks almost exactly like hers in the game, except it is quite a bit shorter. Like, Maki in the game has hair down to her ankles, but in this one, it's pretty short. But I prefer, like, you can still tell who it is. And now for the little silver hairpin, I'm just going to use these little sparkles that you got from the suit that is in the current Hell event right now. Now, just for a cute little makeup, I'm going to do the makeup from Guilt Dance. And yes, here is Maki Harakawa, the ultimate child caregiver or assassin. Okay, and now it's time for a character that I truly adore. Like, she's mom. I'm not making this up. She is Kirimitojo, the ultimate maid, and she is probably the only character that I would consider cosplaying just because I absolutely adore her outfit. And actually, from the Volume 2 latest chapter, or chapter before that, the one of the side suits is actually almost perfect for her. And you will see why in a bit once I scroll down to it. No. This might set me back, but I think oh, never mind. And so yes, you can already tell that it has white sleeves and a purple tie. Kirumi's outfit does not have her shoulders out, but I think some creative liberties are in order. And now the skirt from the same side suit, secret suit, whatever you call it, is also pretty good because there's a black layer over a white layer with a petticoat on Kirumi's skirt. You know, you can just Google the characters to see how accurate I am. And yes, and now for the black is actually an apron over her actual skirt, or a jumper, I should say. But I don't have that, so I'm just going to put a black vest over that. And Kirumi has some black stockings, so I am just going to put these from the current Hell event on her, just slap them on her. Kirumi's hair is actually quite interesting because it is like a silvery green and it covers one of her eyes. So there are no hair on Love Nikki like that, so I use the Maiden of Spring hair, Spring Glory. Basically the same thing, because that's the closest thing I have to it. And then she has a black frilly maid headband, but I do not have, there's no maid headbands in the game besides the one from Chocolate Housemaid, and since it has a black band on it, that's what I use, rather than the Sweet Housemaid, which is the second evolution of it, which is, it's a more accurate shape, but that's not what it looks like. And now for the gloves, Rosie Guest, also from Time Guest from Rosie Tour. Okay, you get what I mean. Because she has a pair of black gloves that have, rings attached to them. Oh, actually, I can't tell if they're on her gloves or on her sleeves. Actually, I think you can during, not spoilers, no. And yes, and now for a nice makeup for her is just this makeup from the current $40 recharge that Love Nikki skimped us on. And yes, here is my design for Kirimitojo, the ultimate maid. Okay, and next up is, oh my god, I love this character. She gave me more laughs, I freaking died. She was so funny, and I think you can probably tell who, but it's the character Miu Aruma, yes, the gorgeous girl genius with the golden brain. And I don't know, there's just something about her just perverted sense of humor that's absolutely hysterical to me, and just her dynamic with Kokichi is it's beautiful. And also the way she died is very, very interesting. That case made me very sad because I really liked Gonta. I was really hoping he would survive, but then again, all of the Gentle Giant characters never survive. They always die in the fourth case, because that happened with Sakura in the first game, Nekomaru in the second, and followed with Gonta. Also, I think his execution was really over the top. Then again, strangling her with toilet paper in the virtual world was very creative, but then again, as before, that was Kokichi's idea, because Kokichi is a lying little crap, and I absolutely love him anyways. Okay, and now I think this is yes. I unfortunately don't have a shirt that will showcase Miu's best feature, as she would call it. She's very well endowed in the chest, for those who have not played the game or know nothing about it. So, yes, this unfortunately will not showcase Miu's quote-unquote best feature, as she puts it. And so, I don't particularly have a very good set of stockings for her, because, there is a set of stockings for, the set Sweet Superstar, but I do not own that set. I never bothered to buy it. I think I'll probably get it next time it's in the secret shop, just because I like it a lot. And now I have a pretty good pair of chonky boots that look a lot like hers, which are these shoes from, I'll just do, from the suit Panda Brawler. So here it is. So yes, these are the boots. I think they look a lot like hers in the game, but then again, I don't have any reference art to work off of, and I think her boots have more of a heel, but I might be mistaken. Okay, and now for her gloves, which are pretty easy. They're just black fingerless gloves, and her necklace and scarf thing will be a little hard because she has a choker but also has a big bow on the front of her sailor uniform, which definitely accentuates her eyes. It accentuates her eyes. And so actually, because of the weird like BDSM thing she has like on her legs and chest, I put the weird like garters on her legs with the from the vampire suit from Blood Moon, the like maid vampire. But to emulate the one that she has around her waist, I'm going to use the necklace from Silent Hermit, which actually just wraps around the chest in a similar manner, kind of like that. It's the wrong color, but you kind of gotta take what you get in this scenario. And so I believe the bow around her neck is either blue or red. I think it's blue, but I don't know. As I said, I'm not Googling any reference art for her. Let's see. Okay, I think that'll work. And now her hair is pretty difficult, so first I am going to deal with the glasses, the inventor goggles that she always has in her head. And now for her hair, which is probably the hardest part, just because of her hair. It may seem like your everyday generic just blonde long hair, but there may be a lot on Love Nikki of long blonde hair, but there's actually not what you're really looking for. And so the one that I always use is, I think, Midnight Killer Epic. I think. Yes. That is the hair, and I want to give her the perfect expression, so here is Moonlight Dream. I know her eyes are, like, bluish, but, like, who cares? She has a freaking Ahego face now because she has a lot of very, questionable facial expressions in the game, which is yet another reason why I think she's absolutely hilarious. Okay, now for a character that you might not expect. I think she is extremely underrated, and that character would be Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. So, she is a victim of one of my favorite characters. Don't, oh, you already pressed the dislike button because I said that I liked Korekio as a character. Oh, that's a shame. But, there's actually a reason, which I will go into later on in the video, to why I don't hate him like the whole fandom does. So, either way, this is back to Tenko. Tenko is the ultimate Aikido master, but I think her proper title would be the ultimate feminist. Like, you think Mahiru from the first game was bad? Tenko is worse. I mean, no, she's not worse. She's hilarious, and I love her, and I wish she had survived instead of Himiko. Let me just say that. I think that Himiko, sure, she's an underrated character, but I don't like Himiko. I don't like Himiko as much as Tenko. Given, Himiko is very integral to the plot. Like, if she's the reason that they, like, found out that Tsumugi was the mastermind, but yeah. So, let's see. I cannot find, like, a good little headband because, along with her, defining feature, hair bow thing, she also has a purple headband with it, and I just cannot seem to find a good headband, like, I think it's, like, called Simple Headband, and you get it in, like, chapter, like, 7 or something. Okay, I'm giving up and just using the maple hairband. But for her defining feature that is quite hard to make on Love Nikki, her crazy big green 4-pointed bow bandana thing, I am just going to use the kite pieces. Just because they kind of look like what she would have in her hair. That looks smart. So yes, that is what I use to make her bow. And then for her necklace, I use the Devout Flower necklace. I have no idea where it would be on the list, but I think it's a 4-star, so it'd be faster if I went like this. I wish that I had the name of it memorized, but, you know, you can't always. My memory only goes so far. If I remember how to design the characters, yeah, it's a trade-off. You know, I am just gonna stop now because I am annoying myself. Oh, right, religious necklace, okay. It's funny just because the design's so far, and, like, you would, like, expect her to be, like, the ultimate gardener or something like that. Which is kind of funny. Just because, like, the boner hair, like, that would make more sense than Aikido Master, but you never know. Okay, now for her skirt. I wish there were, like, more, like, ruffled skirts, like what she wears in the game in Love Nikki, but no, I think I'll just have to supplement with, the classic one that I do for most schoolgirl characters. Just the kilt blue. Okay, and now her shoes, I have it's memorized, is socks, I mean. Pencil eraser, which is from a login suit, I believe. And now her shoes are, I use the fully evolved shoes from Solitary Exorcist, yes. Repulsion Ghetto. And yes, I think all I need to do is give her a good facial expression. And yes, here is Tenko Chabashira Haya, the ultimate Aikido master. And okay, you cannot make Tenko without making her love interest, also known as the one who should have died instead of her. No matter how much I like Himiko, I will always like Tenko better, so this makes me sad. Is Himiko Yumeno, the ultimate mage. Yeah. So now for Himiko, since she has the body of a, well, I'm not sure if this will get me demonetized, not that I make any ad revenue anyways. She looks like a lolly, so I am going to give her a shirt. Oh my gosh. I hate when you like click stuff and it doesn't register. Just a shirt that gives her a flat chest. Oh god, that makes me sound super creepy. And now that skirt, and for the coat, I give her the coat from the same suit that I used for Kaire, just because it looks school-related. And then for her socks, I either use thin silk stockings or illusionary nocturne. I need to unsubscribe. You know? And now for her shoes, she has little, like, mage boots with pointy curled upwards toes. You can see that in her art pretty easily. But I don't have that, so I am probably just going to use these shoes from, yes, Nikki Mechanical. And then for her hair, I can either use Song of Blaze or Wine Red, which is actually a suit for a Pavilion exclusive suit. So Wine Red, I think. I think I am probably going to use that one because it looks more accurate. And now for the hat, it's just Halloween hat magic, which is just a craftable suit, not that hard. And then she has a little blue hairpin in her hair that I used to always forget when making her. So, oh, that looks pretty good. And now for a good just Yeah, makeup. Because that's what she always says. She's like freaking Papyrus, all yeah all the time. But I don't know, I'll just give her that makeup because that makes her look, I don't know. Himiko Yumeno, the ultimate magician. And now for my personal favorite Danganronpa V3 character. I already made him Kaire Shinguji. Now, before you guys all freak out and say, why? He's an incest freak face. Yeah, I get that, but okay, I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm saying that he was young and he was manipulated by his sister. I don't understand why people villainize him for that. Like, I don't think that, like, making quote-unquote friends for his sister was a good thing, but if you look and see the way she treats him during the whole split personality thing in Chapter 3 with, like, his breakdown, I even have his lipstick in this makeup, you see that she did not treat him very well, and if you do his free time events, you actually learn that it was her idea for him to become an anthropologist anyways. And so that makes me kind of sad because, like, people always say that, oh, Kaire, he's a monster, he abused his sister, or, yeah, he's awful. No, if you just read into it, he didn't do any of that. If anything, he's the victim. He is the victim, and I wish people would see that, and I wish people would just stop hating Kaire. I think that the devs also really did him dirty in Chapter 3, just because I think it would have been better, even though I wish that Tenko had survived instead, if Tenko still had to die, I think it would have been better if Tenko had killed Angie and then got killed by Kyo, because then Kyo would have survived because of the rule that if there's a double murder, only the person who killed the first victim dies. Because then it would be interesting to see how the characters would have, like, reacted to having a known murderer among them. All the distrust it would cause. And I imagine it would be quite interesting to see how he would solve some of the later cases and stuff. Well, yes, I'm rambling, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Here is Kaire, my favorite character. I hope you at least see the light on that he's not a crappy character after all. And I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you want me to make characters from the other games, or just more characters from V3, I will happily do that. Just drop a comment telling me who I should make and what I should make, and I hope you enjoy. Actually, wait, oh crap. I hate it when people do that and forget, but you know, actually with my, here are the actual designs for the characters that I made, starting with Tsumugi. So her shoes are a little inaccurate, but that is the design that I made using reference art a while back. Tenko is pretty much the same, except I didn't put the bow around her neck. Himiko is the same, except I used different stockings. I forgot her hairpin. I made Angie Inaga, who I did not make in this video, just because I do not have the proper hair or a good makeup, because Angie has blue eyes, and unfortunately I never got the makeup from Desert Jewel. I got the special pose on my 4th pull, so I decided screw it. And then when it came back, oh, what do you know? But yeah, I don't have a good hair for her either, so yeah, that's just Angie. And then here is the design I made for Mew, which is a little different from what I made today. I made the ultimate little crap head, Kokichi. I do not have the scarf that would work for him, which is part of Ingenious Trend. I do also want to buy that when it comes back to the secret shop. And as you can see, I gave him a, like, coat, the coat from Deep Sea Secret, just because that reminds me of his, like, promotional artwork of him with looking all communist-like. And now, my design for Maki is exactly the same with slightly different shoes and a pair of swords to represent her assassin talent. Kirumi is the same, except I gave her little, like, star clutch things on her hands from the Starlit Association suit and a broom. My design for Kyo is exactly the same. And my design for Kaede gives her a cute little ahoge. which was used making the, okay, I don't have that. She has a slightly different backpack, but it was used with the, Recolor Future Performer suit. And I think that's all of it. Oh, I also made Kibo, but he looks like crap, so we're going to ignore that. So yes, thank you for coming to my video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you want me to make more Danganronpa characters, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whatever you have. And yes. Bye, guys!